clip right here. She wanted to drive you nuts. Alabama. See it, baby? Talking. That did it. I'm calling the motherfucker exterminator. I can't take this shit no more. Anyway, y'all check this clip out. It's very important that y'all check it out. Alabama is losing their mind, and they can start that fuck shit all over again. Mary.
Racially mixed school district. Judge Madeline Haikala stated in her ruling last week, and we quote, "Race was a motivating factor in Gardendale's decision to separate from the Jefferson County public school system. The record demonstrates that some Gardendale citizens are concerned because the racial demographics in Gardendale are shifting, and they worry that Gardendale may become a predominantly black city. These citizens prefer a predominantly white city." End of quote. Now, despite these findings, Judge Haikala granted permission of the suburb outside of Birmingham, which is 88% white, to take over control of the 4 schools within their borders. Now, this practice of white towns separating from this Alabama district, which is 42% black, has become rampant in the last several years. In fact, Gardendale is the 12th district to become independent. Joining us here in studio to talk about this is Todd Cox, Director of Policy at the NAACP Legal Defense and Educational Fund. Welcome. Glad to have you here. You know, it's interesting. Most of the time, the debate around issues like this is whether or not there is actual discrimination going on. This time, the judge says, "Oh no, there's discrimination, but I'm going to allow this anyway."
That's right, and I think the quote you read really captures it. The judge found there was intent to discriminate. This decision was tainted with racial discrimination. Nevertheless, she said that we're going to allow this split to occur, the separation to occur, and require the Gardendale to prove that it can run a desegregated.
Right, it's going to require them to move forward with their own desegregation.
That's correct.
Plan.
That's correct. But take that high school with them, that $51 million state-of-the-art high school that was created within their boundaries by the county. Take that with them.
Yeah. Now, do you think that the fact that the judge said she didn't want the black kids to be blamed for any continuing, I guess, if the move to separate was turned down, does that hold any water at all for you?
Well, it reflects a sensitivity. I think this judge, and let me just say, it's difficult to square the remedy with what the judge found, obviously. But it reflects some sensitivity that she had to both the kids being blamed, but to whatever she considered legitimate concerns that parents had that required the split to occur. But I think it's important to remember that she lifted up the primacy of Brown, the need to remedy past discrimination. And we're confident that once we have another conversation with the judge or opportunity to advocate before the judge, that she'll reverse her opinion.
This judge is an Obama appointee, correct? As far as I understand. So she seems to be sympathetic to the argument, but it's also a matter of law in the state that cities are allowed to do this, right?
That's correct, but they aren't allowed to do it in a way that abrogates their requirement not to discriminate and to their requirements under this consent decree to desegregate.
Were there any other reasons that this district might have wanted to separate it from Jefferson County? Was it, in other words, could there have been some class issues? Was there anything else involved?
Well, I mean, I think there are some proxy issues. I think there are some folks who were concerned about or wanted to have some independence. But I think the judge found all of those issues, or many of them, to be just proxies for discrimination, and she had very powerful language and findings that we were very happy with.
Could this have happened outside of the Deep South? I mean, would you have the same argument, let's say, if it was a district in Manhattan, for example?
It could have happened other places, but I think the South, and particularly Alabama, are unique. We have a lot of cases, mostly in the Deep South, under consent decrees where Brown is still yet to be, its prominence and its requirements are yet to be fulfilled. So I think it's a unique situation that's unfortunately characterized a lot in the South.
All right, so where do we go from here? How optimistic are you that this could be changed, or is this going to go forward and you just have to hope to win the next one?
Well, we're going to hopefully revisit this with the judge. We, again, are pleased with her findings of discrimination. We think those are powerful, and her understanding of the importance of Brown. So we think once we have another opportunity to go before her, that she can reconcile and hopefully square her findings of intentional discrimination with